Hi friends, Sarah here at This Simple Life. Ooh, it has been a busy, hot day here in North Texas. I think it was in the 90s and I decided that I was going to work in my garden in the front yard. I think I showed y'all, I believe I showed y'all my yellow roses, my last video. Yeah, well, there was a whole lot of other stuff and I got out there, I was like, oh, I just had it in my mind that, oh, I'm going to get this and I'm gonna get this tool and I'm just gonna go to town and get it all out there. Everything I didn't want in the yard, I was just gonna get it out. Woo! A lot easier said than done. I had been out, literally out there for hours. I filmed a curriculum video early today, and then and there's a dog. Is that a dog? It is a dog, but it's not my dog. Okay. I don't know why. Even if a dog doesn't look like my dog, I'm always concerned that it is my dog. I don't know why. I'm just always. I love him so much, and I don't want to lose him. But anyway. Oh, sidetrack. Ah, squirrel moment. But yes, and so I took all my jewelry off after filming that video. Everything. I had run errands early this morning, and then I came home, filmed the video, took all my jewelry off, changed into shorts, went outside. And let me just tell you, my eyes are still running. I don't know why, all day today, even before I went outside to work in the garden. And oh my goodness, we have a ranch style house. If you hear the dog barking, it's next door. We have a ranch style house, so it goes like the length of my house. I love that style of house so much. But boy, did they have it just packed, and there's just probably years of it being unkept. So I'm going to keep some little bushes that are there. Now that I've just kind of cut so much out, like I have stacks, like I probably have 2 stacks of branches and everything. And I'm out there, I mean, I'm ruining my knuckles. And my husband went out there several times and was like, you need to just stop until he's going to go buy me some pruning shears, I think they're called, and a rake, because for some reason, where's our rake? I don't know. So anyway, we might have ended up leaving the rake at the other house because I looked all over for it. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, so we have a ton of leaves that need to be from the fall and winter. I bought 2 small bags of Miracle-Gro today at Walmart. That was so random. Oh yeah, and you know my dream of wanting cactuses? Well, I actually touched a cactus the other day. Well, actually, I did not mean to touch it. He was like, my son, my youngest son was like, oh, there's a red cactus. Well, when I went to pick up, why was I going to pick the pot up? I don't know. I think I was thinking, well, there's only one left, so I'll go ahead and get it. Because I was going to work in the garden. It was only going to take me a few hours, you know. Oh my God, I didn't get anything. But anyway, the little cactus was like broke or something. And so literally when I picked up the pot, it just like fell right on my hand, and it like went on the side of my hand. I'm not kidding, just tons of prickles. I went through that whole store getting groceries. This was not today. This was about a week or a week ago. I went through that whole store getting groceries. My fingers started swelling up. I was even getting the prickles out with my teeth because I was like, I gotta get these out of here. They're miserable. I'm like, I don't want to cactus anymore. They hurt so bad. Which of course normally you wouldn't touch it, but I'm like, I mean, I just, no. I don't even want an animal rubbing against that. That hurts. So now that I've cut a bunch back, I can see these cute little shrubs. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to like let those grow up. Because they are like, and they're kind of round. They just need some help rounding. Like you couldn't even tell they were back there because there was like so much overgrowth. And so I've been out there with like scissors and I thought it was a small axe. My husband called it a hatchet. So I thought there was the hatchet and like scissors, and I like cut like piles of brush, but I think I'm done. I may try to go out there for another hour, but like I said, high 90s today, high 90s tomorrow. I need to cut my dog's hair. My kids have been playing with the water hose on the trampoline like for hours, so that's been nice. So I guess this is just a little bit of a life update. So this is why I don't have no jewelry on. I am hot, and I really need some caffeine. I'm kind of running on nothing right now, so need a little pick me up this morning. But I wanted to say thank you so much to all who all who have subscribed lately to my YouTube channel. It means so much to me. I would love to do a Q&A, kind of a get to know me. If you have any questions, I would love for them to be asked down below, and I'll try to do a Q&A soon. I think that would be fun for one Saturday. And if this video, it does not upload on Saturday tomorrow, I'm sorry. My first little Saturday sit down and chat with me, it was actually uploading all day. I even left the house. I went somewhere trying to upload it. It literally tried to upload all day Saturday for like 24 hours. It was just like in the uploading, like 40-something%, like 40 to 60%, like all day. So I am so sorry that it did not upload until Sunday. So Saturday or Sunday, whenever you see this, I'm uploading right now currently. I am uploading the what worked and what did not work for our 2022-2023 school year. I shared some vulnerable stuff, a few struggles that we had with some family members passing away. My oldest had some trouble with math, just some not struggles, I will say. There were just some struggles in our homeschool year, but it was still went good, and we had more good days than bad days. But I just was thinking about the topic when I was outside, just kind of praying over what the Lord wanted me to talk about for our Saturday chat or Sunday chat, whenever it uploads. But I was thinking about, and I'm going to get emotional. I don't know why I'm so emotional lately. I'm not pregnant, but I'm so emotional. But I was really thinking about, of course, I've always been emotional. I've always been an emotional type person, but normally I can like keep it down, like not start getting emotional on camera. But I'm just super thankful for y'all, and thankful that y'all stuck around whenever I took that long break because of the struggles with my oldest son, because of a few members of my husband's passing away, like that, his last two grandparents. That was tough, and I just didn't want to like be sitting down, pulling out the camera, and I didn't want to appear like fake. I wanted to be real, but I also didn't want to get on here and be a big downer either. So I'm just so thankful that y'all stuck around. Thank you so much. But yeah, I was thinking about when I was outside working, I have an audiobook I was listening to, and I was really thinking about finishing I was really thinking about it geared toward the homeschool year. But even if you're not homeschooling, and even if, whether you're a mom, you're not a mom, whether you're a wife, you're not a wife, every person finishes and can finish well, whether it's finishing out the year well. We are into May, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. And so much of the time we can feel like, oh, we started January off great. We were strong. We were drinking all our water, exercising, we were eating right, and all of that. But then we get to the, end of February, March, April, and now May, and we can feel like we're not doing well. Well, there is no time like the present. Just my son, the other day, my oldest, we were talking about Bible reading. He was like, he made the comment how the fact that I read my Bible most days, not every day, please do not feel like that I do it every single day, but I do try to do it most days. And even on the days that I do not get it in, I will listen to a sermon or something like that, or a Elizabeth Elliot podcast, a book. I am getting in the Word through something, some form of something. And my oldest said, well, I just feel like, he's talking about like, and my oldest was telling me that he just feels like that now it's too late to start reading the Bible. Like, there's no way he could read through the whole Bible if he started now. I said, well, number one, you can read through the whole Bible, and the rest of the year you might just have to read a few extra chapters, or not. Okay, it was my dog. He's in here now, so if you hear something, he's in here. And he definitely needs a haircut. He's a furry one. He's going to go to all the windows. I have a lot of windows in my room, and he's going to go to all of them. Looking out, trying to find that dog that was out there earlier. But anyway, I was telling my son that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if you don't finish the whole Bible. The thing is just start and finish strong. Finish the year strong. So if you're a homeschool mom, I know I said how we were kind of having a vulnerable, I kind of shared vulnerably if we were having a few struggles through the year, but I'm committed to finishing the year strong, finishing the homeschool year, finishing 2023 strong. And the verse hit me. I know when I read it, I would, it's not per se saying what I'm going to use it for. It is a time when Paul was truly at the end of his life. But I think it's very telling, like, how he wanted to finish his life. But also, we can use it to finish our year, finish our homeschool year. And it's just encouraging to homeschool moms, women of God, women of faith, moms, dads. It can go through all lines. And I love that about the Bible, that it doesn't always say, it's not gender specific on everything, And so I wanted to talk about finishing well, finishing strong. And it is actually in 2 Timothy chapter 4. And I will go back because he does say that in the whole chapter, the whole book, he's writing to young Timothy, he was his son in the faith. And he encouraged him, and it was just super good. He was, like he said, his son in the faith. Anyway, and you can read lots of things about Timothy in Acts, and you can read about Timothy in other places as well, but this is where we're going to be today. And of course he says, "For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand." So he does know that the time of the end of his life is going to come to pass. But I think what he continues on to say, even though he knows his life is fixing to end for the cause of Christ, he knows Timothy's is going to continue. And he wants Timothy to stay strong. And it just was when I thought of that, because I've always said I'm not going to use these verses because, well, I don't know when the time of my life is the end. And of course I want to finish my life here on earth strong. But when I thought about it, so much of the time I think we focus in on that Paul is finishing his life strong. But he's also giving it to Timothy and kind of encouraging Timothy with it to stay strong. And he says, "I have fought a good fight," in verse 7, "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." Of course, he goes on to talk about the reward that is waiting for him. And I just thought that was so good. "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course, and I have kept the faith." Finishing well, finishing strong, finishing the homeschool year, 2023, finishing whatever you're doing. I know it can get hard, and I know even as we move closer and closer to July, I don't know what it is. Sometimes that makes me want to get a new planner, get a new Bible. I don't know what it is about that middle of the year. Just feels tough. Like it feels almost like, or even like the end of the homeschool year, it can feel like an uphill battle. And like me cleaning out my garden here, I thought it was just going to be so easy. I can get out there and I can do it. And it's just nothing worth doing is easy. And I heard someone say that recently, and I thought that is so good. I even heard a preacher recently say that when things get tough, just keep slinging rocks. Referring to when David went out onto the battlefield and he had 5 smooth stones. And I know I've heard some people say, well, there were other people in his family, and maybe I don't think David personally knew that the giant had other giants in the family that were not good. He knew. This one preacher that I was listening to recently, he said he knew that he could miss. And so he grabbed those extra stones and he was going to keep slinging rocks. Just keep reaching into your bag and pulling out another rock when you think you can't do it anymore. Just keep slinging rocks. Finish the year strong. I hope that helps somebody today. It really helped me when I was thinking about it. And just like I used the example of my garden, I really thought it was going to be so easy to get out there and get that overgrowth, that brush out. And boy, this is turning into a huge project that I know will be good in the end. And here I am. I'm not quite probably at the halfway point, but I know here I am starting to see the piles, and I'm starting to pull through the brush, and I'm starting to see what's going to be like round little bushes. And I can just step back and see, like, oh, when I get the porch swept off, when I get the chairs looking better, when I get maybe my chairs painted and maybe some seats for the chairs, when I get things done, it will be worth it. Sometimes it's hard to see, like, in the middle, like in the crisis, in the journey, in the school year, how it could turn out good. Somehow, God always just makes those pieces fit like a glove, like a puzzle. I don't know how he does it, but he is the master craftsman, and I am getting whipped by this. This tail always says like a cat of nine tails, and it's fixing to be worse because I'm fixing to cut. I can't talk right. Fixing to cut through all that burr, and it's going to be like a whip. But I hope y'all got a little encouragement, enjoyed this little Saturday chat with me. And I will catch you in my next one. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and for keeping on watching my videos. It really means so much to me. And I will see y'all in the next one real soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Maverick, come here. Come here. Come here. Aww. There he is. I need to do before and after. You need to get cut. Are you going to get your fur cut? Does Mama need to cut your hair? He knows what I mean. Sometimes when I say I'm going to cut your fur, he starts growling at me. Am I going to cut your fur? Am I going to cut your fur?